The television above the counter shows your face. An old photograph. You do not look like that anymore. The waitress refills your coffee without glancing up. You leave a good tip. You always leave a good tip now. You cannot remember deciding to start doing that. You just know that you do. You check the locks before bed. 3 times. Not 2, not 4. 3. The number has no logic. You do not sleep until you reach it. What nobody told you when this started is that the hardest part would not be hiding. It would be forgetting what you were hiding from. By the time you reach the final level of this story, you will realize the person who sat in that back room at 19 does not exist anymore, and the one sitting in that diner cannot tell you exactly when they disappeared. Level 1, the misdemeanor. You are 19. The merchandise totaled $183 and you did not make it past the second set of doors. The security guard is almost tired about it. He has done this 500 times and you are not special in any direction. You sit in a back room that smells like industrial carpet cleaner and you wait. The holding cell has 4 people in it. One of them has been here before. He tells you the names of things you did not know had names. Which charges get dropped at arraignment. What a plea offer looks like and when to take one. He is not giving advice. He is just talking the way people talk when they have already stopped being surprised. You listen. You remember more than you expect to. The conviction costs you $400 in fines. What it actually costs is the box, the checkbox at the bottom of every job application and every rental form. Have you ever been convicted of a crime? You check yes 67 times over the next 4 years. The conversation ends before it starts. Every time. Level 2, the felon. You are 23 and the charge carried weight. 18 months, you serve 14. The facility runs on a logic that takes 3 weeks to understand and the rest of your time to navigate. Classification, housing assignment, who controls which unit informally versus who controls it on paper. None of this is explained. You learn it the way you learn any language, by watching what happens when someone gets it wrong. The day you walk out there is a gate and a bus ticket and $200. The city looks the same. You figure that will matter less than it does. What nobody explains is how the record compounds. Not just the box on the form. The algorithm behind the form. Landlords run automated screening tools that flag any felony regardless of type or age. You qualify for the apartment on income. The screen rejects you in 4 seconds. You learn to apply only to private landlords. You learn to ask before filling out the form. You learn the specific vocabulary that signals to a private landlord that you are safe before they have reason to decide you are not. You become fluent in a language built entirely around one fact you cannot change. Level 3, the fugitive. You missed a court date. The reason almost does not matter. There is a warrant in a database now. Your name, your photograph, your last known address, which is your mother's house. What most people do not understand is that there are approximately 1.5 million active warrants in the United States at any given moment. The system cannot pursue all of them. A low-level warrant sits in a database and activates only when you interact with law enforcement for something else. A traffic stop, a bar argument, a noise complaint. You are not being chased. You are waiting to be found by accident. That distinction changes how you move. You drive past a checkpoint on a Tuesday, and your whole body knows before your brain does. Your hands tighten. Your foot lifts. Then, you're past it, and nothing happened. You breathe. The breathing is the part you cannot explain to anyone who has not done it. Relief and not relief, just the next few minutes. Your mother gets a visit. An officer with a clipboard, professional, polite. She offers coffee out of reflex. She does not know where you are because you made sure she would not. She tells him so, and it is true. That is what costs you. Not the visit. That it is true. If this is landing for you, subscribing takes 2 seconds and this channel keeps making them. Level 4. The Ghost. 2 years in, 3 states. You have a name that is not yours and a history that belongs to someone who died at 7 months old in a county you have never visited. The process takes about 8 weeks if you have access to the right public records. Library card first. State ID second. After that, the identity carries enough weight to sustain itself. This is not secret knowledge in the communities where people need it. It is just knowledge that does not get written down. You have been in this apartment 51 nights. You know this because you count, not because you decided to count, because at some point your brain started doing it. Most people assume living under a false name feels like playing a character. It does not. After long enough, you simply become the character. The memories from before start to feel like something you read about someone else. You're not sure when that shift happened. Not that it happened, that you did not notice. Level 5, the listed. Your face is on a poster. A county sheriff ran a media release. Local news ran it for 2 cycles before something else happened. The reward attached to your name tells you exactly how seriously you are being taken. $5,000 is patrol-level attention. $25,000 means a detective has your file on a desk. $100,000 means the call has already gone federal. Yours is at $30,000. You have roughly 4 months before that changes. Someone called the tip line last week. Wrong city, wrong time frame, but close enough in the details that whoever made that call knew something real. You go through the list of people who could have made it. The list is short. You already know who it was. You do not let yourself feel anything about it because feeling something would cost you concentration, and concentration is the only currency that still matters. Level 6, the federal. There is a wanted poster with a federal seal now. Your photograph, your known aliases, your last 4 confirmed locations. Every law enforcement officer in the country can pull it in 30 seconds. What the poster does not say is that a federal warrant activates a task force with a budget and a timeline. If you generate no new activity, no crimes, no sightings, no contact with known associates, the active resources directed at you diminish after 6 to 18 months. The poster stays. The daily manhunt does not. This window exists. Several people have used it, not to escape, just to breathe for a while. The FBI sits down with your sister at her kitchen table. They leave a card. 3 days later, she calls from a payphone. She sounds like someone you used to know. Not in a bad way. Just the way people sound when they are choosing every word carefully because they love you and they are afraid of what loving you now costs them. You eat dinner that night alone. You cannot name a single thing you felt while eating it. What comes next is the part most people never actually understand about how this ends. Level 7, the icon. Fewer than 530 people have held this position since 1950. You are one of them. The FBI 10 Most Wanted. The reward is $100,000. Your photograph appears on a federal website that receives millions of visits each year. You are also a budget line, a resource allocation problem reviewed by oversight committees each quarter. An agent with an active terrorism file does not spend 8 hours a day on you. Being on the list and being actively hunted every day are not the same thing. One man on this list lived that distinction for 16 years before his girlfriend called a tip line from a different state. Not because she feared him, because she was tired. That is how it ended. Tired. You see your own face on a television above the counter of a diner. It is an old photograph. You do not look like that anymore. The waitress refills your coffee without glancing up. You leave a good tip? You always leave a good tip now. You cannot remember deciding to start doing that. You just know that you do. You check the locks before bed. 3 times, not 2, not 4, 3. The number has no logic. You do not sleep until you reach it. The end will come from somewhere ordinary. A detail on a form that contradicts a detail on an older form. A face recognition algorithm running on a pharmacy camera at 9 in the morning. A neighbor who cannot name what feels wrong but calls anyway. It will not arrive dramatically. It will arrive the way everything at this level arrives, quietly, while you are just trying to get through the day. Somewhere tonight, a teenager sits in the back room of a convenience store. A security guard writes something on a clipboard. The room smells like industrial carpet cleaner. The teenager does not know yet what the box at the bottom of a form means, does not know what the word warrant sounds like inside their own chest at 2 in the morning, does not know what it costs to stop being a person and become a name on a poster. The cycle continues. If you stayed this long, you already know this channel is worth staying on. Subscribe, and the next one finds you.